like the side of BTK kind of had the 5-man small. Of course, they had the Angela, but this time around, Gaming Gladiators, they don't have, besides the Edith, it's not a very significant frontline presence that the side Gaming Gladiators have. I think it's their response to try and counter kind of this 2-tank front line that BTK has set up. And I think it's a great counter, right? But it's just they don't have the Angela, so maybe it's going to be working out. It might be a little bit tough here.
That's right. Grand Final tickets. Get them while they're available. Join the Discord server and register right there on the form inside of Las Vegas at the HyperX Arena. Hope to see you guys there. But now back into the game. Gaming Gladiators up against BTK. Game number 2. A fast finish. 11 minutes, 44 seconds for the Bloodthirsty Kings right after their loss at that 14-minute mark from Gaming Gladiators. But it seems that they've found their momentum. They found their groove. And now are playing very comfortably. But on the side of GG, it seems like they're just a little behind the power curve so far in this series. Can they pick up the pieces for game number 3?
Well, the side of Gaming Gladiators, in terms of the damage output, the Martyrs is definitely going to have a much higher damage output, especially paired up with the Assassin emblem, right? And he also has the Impure Rage, which does a little bit of extra burst damage, healing a little bit of the HP since Martyrs does not have the mana. But on the other hand, BTK with the Fredrin, typically the Fredrin should be able to have the first priority over the objective. Be great to see a small skirmish on the top side, and both junglers are ready for that 50-50 here.
Yeah, both sides looking for an opportunity, but not going to be able to find it. We'll be able to clear that lane on the top side, though. Turtle now in play, 50% HP. Zane will be the one to start the initiation. The flicker in, though, with the setup and the knockup. Zane hit with a little bit of crowd control, but Cold World on the response back, but very low decimation for best player will draw first blood in the hands of Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, that's just kind of the fighters dealing a lot more damage and still having a lot of utility and sustain early on. And look at Zane here. He's getting punished. There's a 4-man unit in his buff in his home, and nobody can do anything about it right now.
Yeah, see, this is where it becomes a little bit of a problem. When you're delaying the jungle from Moba Zane, you can find the opportunity to be able to shut them down. Cold War will find Fried Chicken, though. Netherrealm forced out to keep the team alive. One member falling for the side of GG, evening out the scoreboard 1-1.
It was a good trade, but a lot of utility has been wasted for the side of BTK. There's not much objectives there available, so I do think the Minoan's Fury and the Cold and the Netherrealm are both going to be available by the next objective, so that's good news, right? Oh, but top side here, CC going a little bit aggressive and even basic, having quite a good lane on the bottom. GG, although they were able to get the very first victory in the team fight, they grouped up as 4, and it seems like BTK just likes the lanes being going one-on-one. They like the split push, and I think that may be the strategy for them to overcome this match here.
Yeah, and right now, I mean, with the Roger, with the best player running on this Martis, I mean, you're going to kind of expect them to lead the way, at least in the early game when it comes to these objectives, because they can be more aggressive, right? As soon as you're low HP, that's when that damage kind of stacks up for the side of GG with the decimation. And I think Mobazane kind of respected that, right? He realized he didn't want to overstay his welcome. He didn't want best player to get build that bridge to sustain GG in the early phase. So that's why he kind of allowed them to get that turtle. But we do know if they keep allowing that without finding trades, that's where GG will start to kind of capitalize on the situation and start taking control of the early phase. BTK able to even it out. It is 1-1. They are up in gold right now, too. So right now, it's still anybody's game. Windtalker picked up by Zia and Dispersion for the teleport onto Moba Zane. High IQ play from GG. Netherrealm, last second from Nicolette, keeping Zane alive. Able to get out of there. A wizard in the mid lane. Nicolette with the high IQ save. And now the punish on the Gaming Gladiators as they try and escape the jungle of BTK.
I think the Netherrealm canceled the Minoan's Fury coming out from Cold World, because I think he was just about to set it, but the Netherrealm kind of just disabled it. So a little bit of a tricky situation. Now for the side of BTK, they won't have the big ultimates available. You could already see the Divergent coming through from Hoon, able to show some vision, but I don't know if Gaming Gladiator is going to be able to fully contest this objective here. Yeah,
Mobazane trying to get this turtle. Was not able to get the first one of the game, but trying to take the second. The denial, though, from Gaming Gladiators with the setup, the duality from Hoon from afar. Best player able to slide in and take the turtle away from BTK. Now shifting focus back to their side of the jungle, trying to escape the pressure from GG. Shark will find Mobazane. Nicolette with the like and pounce. Zia will find another kill, 3-1, and GG will push through the turret in the mid lane.
Yeah, and just like that, the side of GG able to grab up the objective and the tower and another kill on top of that. Going for a 4-man siege on the bottom. They should be able to get this tower no problem. Seems like BTK lost a little bit of steam here.
Yeah, speaking of steam roll, Cold World will go ahead and shut down Shark. Best player will be able to claim the turret on the bot side. Right now, map control in favor for Gaming Gladiators. We kind of asked the question, right? How do they jump into this game after an 11-minute, 44-second loss against BTK? And it looks like they found their proper footing.
Yeah, and it's so interesting that this kind of jungle triangle has been working out in the favor of the fighters, right? Whoever is going kind of the tanky junglers, they're getting punished by a lot of these fighters. I'm not saying that Martis or Alpha is a complete counter towards something like a Fredrin, where Fredrin has a very significant win rate across regions in the highest level performances, but it's still very hard to go against. But Milo here,
yeah, diversion to the top side. Zia will be able to take down Milo. The teleport's too much to handle. Gotta expect the unexpected in the game when Hoon is running on this Lu Yi. Zia will be able to claim the turret on the top side to open up the map even more in favor for the Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah, it seems like BTK is a little bit caught in kind of a dangerous situation here. It is only about a 2k difference, but the side of Gaming Gladiators, they just have a lot more tower. They have a lot more a river presence, right? Look at all their heroes kind of just lining up in the enemy jungle. They have the vision, no problem. They're able to kind of take whatever they need to in the bully ball situation of that 5-man. And BTK, they kind of have to deal with how they can win in numbers advantage. Chicken with a great set.
Yeah, good set. A little bit of a distraction. Yeah, the diversion onto the turtle. Just making the most out of the situation. Very fast and objective focused for the side of GG. Forcing BTK to try and respond and defend. They're going in with the Minoan Fury setup. Best player will claim the turtle before they can close the distance. Netherrealm activated by Nicolette. Basic will find Hoon. One member falling for GG. Netherrealm has now been procced and out of commission. Mobazane will find Fried Chicken. 2 members down for GG. And climbing, Nicolette need to get away, but Zia with the like and pounce will find the kill. Decimation from best player. Finds Milo. Another like and pounce in on a Basic. Forced into the mid lane. Best player. Decimation's on to Mobazane, but he's able to sustain himself. Synchro Fission, Zaman Force, Basic finds one, gets a double. Shark will fall alongside best player.
All right, so where are we at with the Harith pick, right? Like, we just saw that. Basic was able to clear 2 members just dashing almost unlimited. He was so fast. He has the Star Lithium Scythe. He has the Feather. He's probably looking for that Holy Crystal or Concentrated Energy or even the Divine Glaive, right? So the Harith, it's still proven to be a great pick. Basic is able to use this quite well here. He's even been using the Harith even before these recent patches. So with the mastery that he has, with the buff that has been happening, it's just going to make his life a lot more easier. Now, gold lead is still relatively close for both teams. 6-6 is still the overall. But again, Gaming Gladiators seem to have this death ball strategy that is just working out a little bit better for them. Versus BTK, they like to split one member across the map, so they kind of have more of a macro advantage. And, you know, both strategies are quite well. It just depends on who's going to come out on top, because it's the Ubes versus kind of the 5-man split here.
Yeah, right now, I mean, 3 turtles for the side of GG, and also up by 3 turrets up against BTK. Yet to find any of the neutral objectives, but able to kind of still maintain their composure in this battle. Speaking of battle, Zane frontline a lot of the damage, and look at the bush play from BTK. Not going to seize the opportunity, but could have been a very spicy engagement in the mid lane, but deciding to be a little bit more patient. They know the Lord is spawning in, and they don't want to give GG the advantage. Right now, I'm honestly impressed on how even both of these sides are. Yes, the map is in favor for GG, but BTK still putting on a good fight, and it could definitely turn back in their favor at any given moment. Both sides neck and neck for this next neutral objective.
And I do think the longer this game goes, the lower the scaling it is going to be for something like a Roger and a Martis, right? Martis, not with a lot of defensive item, is going to get bursted down if he catches 1 or 2 CC. And the side of BTK, they have a lot of damage to back it up. You saw Basic able to kind of just delete members left and right. And then you also have the Roger, which has a lot of mobility, but does lack a lot of kind of the late game damage. Now, you see a very nice pair, the Arlott and the Louis. This might just catch BTK off guard. This is kind of like the golden combination that a lot of like the PH team has. They put the R-Lot in the back where he gets a very interesting angle, catches the opponents off guard, and they're able to get a great set. So GG definitely has this very, very high win rate combination with the Louis and the R-Lot, but it honestly depends on how they execute it here.
Speaking of execution, able to kind of sniff out Shark. Look at the damage over there from Milo on this CC. Definitely chunking down Shark. Needs to be careful on that. But can we just talk about how close Basic and Zia are? Both of them 3-0-1. The gold laners for both teams right now having an amazing performance. Definitely a major impact on these engagements. But we are going to see both sides getting ready to take this fight in the jungle. So far, Gaming Gladiators has been able to claim every single turtle with the First Lord on board, though BTK may go in for the opportunity.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of the lore dance, it still has to be in favor of BTK. The Fredrin is just so hard to deal with when it comes down to lore dances. He has the Guardian helmet. He's able to sustain pretty much unlimited. And he also got Milo here. He was dealing tons of damage onto the Edith. And now with the Divergent already available, it's a 5 versus 5 here. GG looking to set up. BTK might have the advantage here.
Ooh, the flicker in the Minoan Fury. Not going to get the setup. Cold was looking for the Nether Realm for safety from Nicolette. Hit the final slash from Fried Chicken. Cold will take him down, though. One member falling for the side of GG, the Lord. Ooh. Going into the hands of Moba Zane, but they need to get out of there. Best player on their tail, Zia. Finding Cold World. Gets another kill. Basic will find best player. Zia will find Milo for the double. Zia for the triple. Finds Moba Zane and Basic for the Maniac. A full wipe out of Savage. Zia! What is going on right now, Yue?
Zia was able to take care of business here. Now with the Lord marching down on the top side, they're able to push this mid. They're going to get 2 tires at the very least. Potentially a game-ending thing. It's 4 seconds on the clock. Is GG going to be doing this? Zia's going through.
Yeah, piercing through the heart of the Bloodthirsty King's base. We'll be able to shut it down with a Savage for the finish. Zia.